Is there a reason it's being hard for me to formulate questions? Like I'm feeling an anxious feeling? If you can, just touch the cat balls that are in the glass cup. If you want to let me know you're here, you can speak through this device that's in my hand. Let me know if you can hear me. You can talk through this device I'm holding. Can you tell me what has happened since this place closed down, and has there been visitors? What do you think of people coming over to visit? We thank you for allowing us to come visit this building and this property. We just want you to let us know that we can hear you and hear what you want or have to say to us. And we're now recording.
There was a photo taken a long time ago of like the people up on the stage, and in the fog machine you can actually see like a figure standing in front of one of the Bones brothers. I've actually tried to find that photo, and I don't know anyone that still has it. But Ethan and I both have seen it. And it was just right on the stage up there at the fog machine, all the lights.
Dean,
you can see.
You don't have the camera on you, do you?
You can see like a figure of someone physically standing in the fog that was not there.
So it was right on.
It was right on the main stage there. Yeah.
You think what I'm thinking of? Pictures and spirit box. Pictures and spirit box.
Did he just pull open?
Yeah. Okay.
They should. I don't know how, but they should. Yeah, just like that.
Did he just pull open?
Yeah. Okay. Is there anybody here that was on the stage that wanted to be in the photograph? Did you want to be photographed when you were on the stage? Or did you not realize that somebody took your picture? Was it Peter that was on the stage when the photograph was taken? If you're still here, can you either touch the green light or touch the glowing object? Pretty comfy spot.
Okay, we're back on recording.
Yeah, so camera's back online. We just had the battery die on it. We've had a lot of cameras shut off tonight. I've had this phone turn off on me after making jokes about clowns. So I'm sitting here right now. I just moved my foot on the stair here. So we're gonna see if we can get them to either make this go to touch our little objects there, or speak into this. They have 3 options to pick from. I like to think we here at Green Mountain, Ghost Society are pretty generous in our options for the ghosts.
We just had the cat ball go off for a minute.
Ah. Well, maybe these ghosts just don't like my jokes.
Anyone around us that may have turned off the night vision camera, can you care to explain what the message was across the screen? Saying it said something to the degree of recording forbidden. Would you care to explain? If so, can you touch any of the devices or put your energy in any of the devices? Just give us some evidence that you might be around.
So at one point with Cody, I broke off, took some pictures. I started with the stage and captured this one strange light on the stage. Now it could be dust, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not very big on orbs, but it's worth noting. I did take a picture shortly after of the stage, slightly different angle, but still nothing was there in this picture, as you can see. After I was done taking the pictures of the stage, I actually moved to the woods around this cottage and took some pictures, and I was told it's kind of a creepy area. Now this picture has a red light in the top of the trees. I don't think the moon was in that area. It's kind of red. I'm not sure what that is. Could be nothing. It is worth noting. This picture shows a lot of dust, and as you can see, it's not as bright. You can, for the most part, kind of see through it. That's why I found that first one kind of strange. Then I started to make my way around the cottage itself and inside the cottage. We actually learned a lot of history about the cottage after the investigation. There's 2 cottages, one to the south and one to the north. This is the one in the south. Both cottages have a wing on each side, and when it was constructed, the idea was that people lived in those wings, or as they called them, sleeping porches. They would have 8 people in each porch, 16 people in each building, 32 people total living in these cottages. Then the battery drained for the camera, and I couldn't take any more pictures. But this is what we got. So this is a little bit of a walkthrough of that same building I was just showing the pictures of. Now, as you walk in, you see this big area with a sink that's straight ahead, and that was kind of the main area. And off to the sides, these were probably bathrooms, closets, assorted rooms like that, but this would have been like the main area if I understanding things correctly. And then you see that door right there on the left, that would have been one of the sleeping porches, and then across the way over there you can kind of see the door that would go into the other sleeping porch. As I mentioned, they would probably have, I'm assuming, beds almost set up like a squad bay. Probably would have done 4 on each side. I'm not sure what they had for storage or belongings with them, but as you saw in those pictures, there's those windows that open diagonally and part way, and that would vent to let fresh air in. And you know, obviously they put as many windows in as they could so that they could get sunlight. But it's hard to believe that this building, that area that we were just looking at, 16 people would call that home.
Better than I do. You want to switch roles? I'll grab the camera.
Okay.
So I want you to just read around here and then move away from the stage.
All right. Do you want me to grab any of that for you?
Yeah.
I got that.
Here, can you hold this, Jared?
Mm-hmm.
And talk him through what you're feeling, because he's going to pull out an EMF reader that has. He's going to pull out an EMF reader that has a built-in like thermometer, so it can, if we're getting a temperature drop, it'll read it. We recording? We are recording.
Yep, we're recording.
Alright, so tell us what you were feeling.
Alright, so I noticed when everybody started going away, as I said down here, as you can see right now, there is no breeze. We're not supposed to have any weather changes tonight. Temperature's been pretty stable for most of the night. As soon as I came around here, I started feeling much cooler. Probably like 10 degrees cooler. And it's not there anymore.
Okay.
Can you just walk around this area and see if the temperature fluctuates?
So I'm checking right now. I'm at 21 Celsius. Let's go to Fahrenheit. 71 degrees Fahrenheit with 0.0.
So just walk around and see if it drops.
71 degrees
anywhere.
outside, and I'm wearing a sweater, and I'm feeling chilly.
Weird. Hold it closer to where Jared is right now.
Okay.
Leave your light on so you can read it.
So it doesn't feel as cold now. Because I think having large groups, I don't think they like large groups.
Let me just wander out here by myself.
Say the temperatures out loud.
Alright. We're at 71 Fahrenheit at my current point. I'm dropping to 70 right here.
Here, can you try it over here where I'm standing? Because it does feel a little bit chilly out.
Yeah, like
Right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I'm
spot
getting
right.
You feeling a cold spot? There's
I
no
feel
breeze.
like right in this. This is like the right.
Dean, over
right,
here.
Yeah, right in this spot, right here.
Still says 70.
That is weird.
I was drawn out here earlier.
What was it that was drawing you out?
I don't know, I just felt like I needed to be out here. So I was just standing out here these days. I was just standing there for a while listening.
So I went to.
69. It's dropping. I'll drop 1 degree.
Oh. I'm starting to notice that when you and I are together, weird stuff happens. Because I was actually just up. Actually, follow me here real quick. So
We have dropped 2 degrees in like less than about a minute or so.
So
Doesn't it feel weird?
it felt like
I didn't like it at all.
it was like something bad.
That's exactly what I said. I said it felt like just, I did not like it at all.
Yeah, it felt like something bad, and then I asked the question: was it a patient that was hurt? Was it a doctor that hurt people, or was it somebody that wanted to hurt other people if they wanted to? I didn't get any response from anything, but it didn't feel like somebody was behind me. You know,
Yeah. I did not like it at all. I didn't like it. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, it's just, and it felt kind of like when I started asking questions, whether it was hurt or not, it wasn't kind of like a negative energy, kind of like a sad energy.
It was very heavy and very sad.
So it was like, but it also felt kind of felt sad, but
We're
kind
at
of
68 degrees.
So we
we
still
just had a
dropped.
3 degree dropped right now.
Yep, I'm getting swarmed by moths.
Moths, yeah.
Yep.
I think I just hit one.
I don't know if you were with me, but when I went over to one of the bathrooms upstairs, where I felt like it was horribly sad. It wasn't that one. It was very sad. It was like, I felt like people, like,
Camera,
I don't
we're
know,
at 68
nurses went in and
degrees Fahrenheit,
like,
0.0
to
EVP.
get the
EMF
sadness of
reader.
the day off them, and no matter how hard they tried, it just couldn't. It was just, you know.
No, my concern is that, I mean, especially in old facilities, I mean, you never know what happened to people. I mean,
I think some people have the best intentions, but at the end of the day,
there's good people and then there were bad people. So it's just kind of this mix between kind of, at least from my perspective, kind of seems like there's there's more neutral energy, but then there's also a energy that is something like with that glamour.
something's off.
Yeah, there's a neutral energy, but there's also the occasional spots that it feels like something not good.
We were at the REM pod, I think we hopefully caught it on the thing, but the REM pod did go off a few times.
Was it a temperature fluctuation or something else?
Not sure. We had both, you know. I'm thinking it might just have been temperature.
Did you get anything else while you were in there?
Right before I left, I felt like because I was down, we put the spirit box and the K2 on the stairs. And when I had done that, Steve had come out here, and I kind of felt like I needed.
Did this just?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
We're down 1 degree.
Yep. We got energy over here.
And I felt like
7 degrees.
I was drawn to the stairs. So we went over to by the stairs.
I am feeling like static right now.
Who's out here with us right now?
Keep talking about those stairs.
Yeah, so I felt drawn to the stairs, so I brought the stuff over by the stairs. And we had originally had it set up in the room with the closet area where I felt that little boy's energy. And I don't think Steve's camera caught it because he was moving at the time, but it spiked all the way up, went in the closet area.
Did you think you felt anything from Mary at all?
Bits and pieces. I think she's just roaming around. I feel like she goes up and down the highway, like pacing. Up and down the highway, checking on everybody. Pacing. Like, I don't know if she was a head nurse or what she was. I get the feeling that she was more in charge than not in charge. And so I think she felt it was her responsibility to make sure everything was kosher. And so she's just constantly on the move.
Hey Cody, when you said you found a bunch of files, did you say there was something for Mary?
Yeah, I think there was that name around it.
Mary?
Are you there, Mary?
And we're outside, so there's absolutely nothing that would be setting it, any kind of electromagnet.
Most of the power is off to the building
That
too.
just
They
went to
did
yellow.
that just so they turned most of the power off of the building and did it again.
Temperature fluctuation.
Oh, we just went up to 4.
What's your fluctuation?
Down 1 degree. We're down to 66.
So we went from 71 degrees to 66 in a
Yeah.
matter of minutes.
And this thing just went up to a spike of 4 when we were talking about the nurse Mary.
To get some stuff.
Now the thing that I noticed though is that it started reacting when you were talking about the stairs. Now was there anything that you noticed that, like any feelings regarding those stairs?
I kept feeling, I took some pictures because I kept feeling like I needed to look up to the attic part.
Are we talking about the stairs that go from the main floor to the second floor?
That's, okay, so we have the main floor to the second floor. We were on the second floor. And so I put it on the second to the attic, or second to the third floor, I guess. But I felt like I kept having to look up, so I took some photos. I'll look at those later. But I had asked if anybody had slipped and fallen on the stairs, if anything had happened, and I didn't get any responses, at least not to my ear.
Oh.
So maybe you did respond?
Did something happen on those stairs? You can either try to make that spike again to let us know.
Are you following me around?
That's my stomach.
That's alright. Steve's doing all kinds of racket in there too. I'm like, what was that? It's my stomach.
Are you following any of us around?
Are you following me around?
I was singing songs while I was up there. I was singing songs. I was doing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and the ABCs to try to get the attention of that little boy.
I think we've got some followers.
I think they like music.
Yeah, I was singing.
And who has a phone on them?
I do. And I was singing
Can
my
somebody
favorite...
pull up, Cody, can you pull up like a video of like a kid's song? Preferably an older one? Maybe like, what about Ring Around the Rosie?
Guys.
What?
Went down 1 degree. 65.
But I also sang my favorite song that I used to sing to my boys when I was little, and I told them we were singing You Are My Sunshine.
I love that song.
So we sang that, yep.
I sung that to my kids.
Yes. That was the song I used to sing to my Cody all the time. We were doing the ABCs, and I'd stop and I'd be like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then I'd ask him, what comes next? Did you just tell us what came next? Keep going. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Most kids think that's all one letter. Elemental P.
Q, R, S. What's next?
How about we do this? How about I say some letters, and you make that light up when I get to the first letter of your name. Okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Do you know how to spell your name? Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X,
We had a V.
Z.
We had a V.
So V maybe?
Victoria. Veronica.
Vincent?
Vinny.
Vivian.
Vivian.
I'm gonna do just the vowels.
Valerie.
Violet.
A, E, I, O, U,
And sometimes Y.
and sometimes Y. Violet's a pretty name.
Did we do Victor? I kind of like Valerie.
Yeah. That's a more modern name though, isn't it?
I don't know. Victoria's pretty common. or
Victoria's an
fairly
older
old.
name. Violet was very popular.
No, there's actually not stairs. Okay. Alright, I see you. Wait, what's this?
Exactly. Here's the back.
It looks like there's one in there. That one's got a bunch of...
Yes, it's a shower stall.
Wait a minute. Stand by that door for a minute. I think I remember hearing that story about that. You don't like that? Do you want to hear what I was told?
Is it in here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Supposedly one guy was in here and where they were keeping all the costumes and the costumes were flying across the room.
No.
Supposedly. That's what they told.
And these are the costumes here?
Yeah.
I don't like these costumes.
I think this is usually mostly used for like the volunteers, employees.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't remember seeing stairs at the other one, because he said that this is set up just like the other one that has a stage built on the front of it.
You thought this was gonna be a mess hall.
Like these rooms were for, well, all the windows are because they used to think that sunlight was a good way to treat tuberculosis.
Oh.
So that's why this place, or like even the police academy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been up there?
Yeah.
There's a lot of exterior windows because the police academy was originally a tuberculosis unit.
There you go. You know what? Let me get another piece. You want that? Oh, you like that? Oh my, we have a red. That's who was standing behind me. So you just wanted the candy. You just wanted the candy. Well, if you got a friend, I have a third piece right here. You want the other side. Pretty good stuff, huh? Oh. We'll just start talking like that. You got that? Yeah. We got a red. We got a red. How many? Yeah, I think they're gone. I think it's good. Oh, there we go. Lighting up the ball. Hey guys, we got a red. You got red on your millimeter. And we got it recorded. Oh, the computer? Yeah. What's up? I'm like spray. Well, there's enough candy for everybody. You can take as much as you want. If you were to pick a piece of candy, if you're still here with us, do you like the green one? Do you like the red one? Or do you like the butterscotch? Butterscotch. Butterscotch is pretty good, isn't it? Maybe. Or do you like the hard candy? Oh, you like the hard candy? Yeah, the hard candy. You like the hard candy? Oh. Yeah.
Are you ready to fight me for the caramel?
Oh, they want to fight you for the caramel.
Interesting.
So, you like caramel? Is that your favorite?
Or you just want to fight somebody? You know, because you got those days.
Does it bother you that there's quite a few people around? Do you like when it's just one person around? So I think we just got an intelligent response.
I'm gonna...
Yeah.
Is something you want to say along with that?
Okay.
Now, I don't usually do this, but if you're a little kid and you want to sit on my lap, you can come sit on my lap.
Do you like that we bring you candy?
I'm going to have a piece. Is that okay if I take this one? Is that okay? Alright.
Oh.
You don't want me to have it? So I put it back? Okay, I'll put it back. Is that okay?
Or do you want Deanna to have the candy? Do you want to share?
You want to share? Are you allowed to have candy? Do you have much of it here? Sounds like you're telling me a story.
Do any of the visitors that pass through bring candy to you? If they do, make the light go up once for yes, and make the light go twice.
You're kind of late. You past the bedtime?
Yeah. I don't know about that.
That's too late for me to do it past my bedtime. Want to know what this is? Are you familiar with this? It's probably nothing you've seen before. This is what we have for now for telephones. You like that? You know what that is, don't you? See? And another one. Another one. That's pretty cool.
That turned off. Okay. Yeah, it's turned off. About 50 cents.
And look at it. There's a lot of activity someone just doing it. Look. You like this. This is pretty cool, huh? I think it's just good. Yeah, I think it's good. See the picture? See another one?
Yep, you got one right there.
Alright, let's see. Let's look at some other ones. Look at, oh, you like that one. Pretty fascinating, huh? Those buildings don't seem to excite you as much. Go back to the ones you seem to like.
Oh. Oh, they need to.
Is that the house you live in? That one's got cloudy on it, like that, huh? That one.
Oh. They're both on.
They like the picture.
Yeah. You like one of the pictures?
Yep.
You don't think too much.
Nope.
Neither.
Look. Here?
Do you like my hat? Do you like my hat? You noticed me taking it off, didn't you? Try it on if you want.
What? Yeah, if you touch it, it goes on again.
You like my hat? Or should I take my hat back? Do you want me to put my hat on? Picking up the hat. You like the little tree on the hat? Have you been in the clown's room before? Since that one went off. Before it went off.
Yeah. Do you know what this building is? Yes, it is.
Do you like funny jokes?
Do I know any other funny jokes? Here's a joke that's specifically for kids. How do you catch a unique rabbit? You sneak up on it. How is that so funny? Like part joke? Must be a little boy then. Yeah. Put that back there. You don't have time to touch that thing.
Yeah, I do have one joke for him. So what do you say to a cow that gets in your way?
I know.
You move over. Apparently they don't like the bad joke.
You getting ready for us to head out and call it a night? You get tired? Is that a yes? You want us to leave, light it up really high, go back to red again. You want us to leave, go right to red. Or do you want us to stay?
These two things are going off like a Christmas.
Yes. You're probably getting ready to go, aren't you? Yeah, I think we're going to have to get going. Everybody wants to go home and go to bed, so I think it'll be time for us to leave. Is that okay?
You want to be friends? You want to be friends over there too? You both want to be friends? Would you like us to come back and say hello again soon?
We appreciate you doing this for us and letting us up here. Oh, she's still in there? I thought it was...
They're walking up the door down there.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Was that just there? Oh, I
They
thought
banged the door that went up.
Oh, the bus? Yeah, it's the bus. Okay.
I'm going to shut this off now. Thank you.
Good night. Good night. Thank you. Good night. Can you say good night? Good night. Thank you both for coming.
Hey guys, Evan Thomas here with the Green Mountain Ghost Society. This video ended up being a lot longer than expected. I'm going to try to keep the wrap up here pretty quick, but yeah, the Pittsford Haunted House used to be known as the Calvary Preventatorium. As mentioned in the first video, it opened up in 1923. I found the year that it closed. It was 1973. I actually found out a lot of stuff after the investigation that I didn't realize. As we did our walkthrough, a lot of the times they were pointing out rooms and they were saying they weren't sure what this was used for and that they thought it was used for this. So I did some digging, and there was lots of articles in the Rutland Herald archives. Fascinating as they were building it, because they were constantly sending people out to do nickel drives and all sorts of fundraisers to raise money, and it actually had a very overwhelming amount of support. Everybody in the state wanted it. At the time, the only one that they had of its kind was in Burlington, and it was very small. There was a huge wait list to get in there, and they said the location wasn't very good. They loved this place because not only could they build a much bigger hospital for kids, but it was also not near any main roads or anything, so it kept them kind of quarantined from the outside factors. But so the main building, which is where you walk through, the first floor would have been where the kitchen was, according to the one of the earlier articles where they were talking about the plans. The kitchens would have been there. They would have had offices. They would have done dining and stuff there. The second floor actually was kind of there were some other rooms that I'm sure were probably offices or maybe like checkup rooms, but they also had a couple of sleeping porches up there. Apparently, if a kid came into the hospital, they spent some time there on that second floor, in a quarantine until they knew that that child was not sick before they could put them into one of the main cottages. Because on the north and the south ends of the building are 2 cottages, and there was like a big main room in the section in the middle of it, and then on the north and south side of each of those there were 2 large open areas, and those were called sleeping porches. So we caught a bunch of possible EVPs here, you know, that we've put in there, and some of them were on camera, some of them were on a handheld device. Obviously, anything's open for speculation. I'm not saying every single thing that we present to you is definite proof of paranormal activity, but it's definitely interesting enough where it was worth sharing with you. Also, this is the first time I had what I would call interesting results with the spirit box. You know, that spirit box session, as I mentioned in the video, the device has an SD card and it records the audio of the spirit box, but it only records the channels. So as it's sweeping through all the radio stations, that's recorded, but what we say or any outside factors are not recorded in that. And the sounds that I shared with you wasn't something that any of us noticed. To me, it sounds slightly different to everything sweeping through, and especially that first audio clip where it says "I need help," it seemed a little too long to be part of just sweeping through a radio station. Also, I mean, we had like a 6 or 7 degree drop in about 5 minutes after that spirit box session, and I mean, Jared was feeling cold spots, and you know, our psychic Deanna was there, and she was definitely feeling some interesting energy, I guess I would say. That area with the stage, that would be the south cottage, definitely had some interesting activity. You know, if we ever go back there, that's definitely going to be a place that we definitely want to hit and focus on. The north cottage, that possible face that I saw in the window, now, I want to be clear, that could very well just be matrixing. It could just be how the reflection hit the glass. So it very well could be nothing. But even if it was nothing, it was kind of interesting, so I put it in so you guys could see it. And the session that they did with the K2 meters after towards the end of our investigation, that was originally like a 40-minute video. I had to like try to cut stuff out that I didn't even want to cut out because they were getting so much results and the video was becoming so long. And at one point I actually left the group to go upstairs because none of us had done really anything on the 3rd floor, which isn't a very big area. There was one point where I asked if they could make a noise up there, and I heard a knock, but the camera didn't pick it up, and for some reason I was having a hard time getting the audio from that footage to transfer to the software that I use to make these videos. In the end, I opted just to leave that out because you couldn't hear the knock, and so it wasn't working, and I just had so much good evidence that they had captured during those K2 meters that I really didn't want to take out more than I had to. So do keep in mind, this building actually has a lot of history behind it. You know, it was a really progressive hospital in its time up until it closed in 1973. And now it still serves a very important function as a fundraiser for the local fire department. The last 2 weekends before Halloween in October, they do the haunted house attraction. So if you want to check this building out and see for yourself, by all means, I would recommend making the trip and doing the haunted house. You know, the money goes to a good cause. There's a lot of history in that building, and there's, I'd say, definitely some paranormal activity in there as well. As always, thank you for watching, and we appreciate it as you join us as we journey into the unknown.